Hey there, this is Calvin with Mini Pots, and I am here with another weekend review and the things I've worked on this past 7, 8 days. And right here we have one of the miniatures from, I forget the website. It's Conflict is the second word, but the first word is begins with an R, and I want to say Reclaimed or anyway. I'll put a picture of their website below or here somewhere. And this is one of the heavy suits there. I forget the listing it was under. There are like a pack of one or a pack of three, but as he comes with two fists and one fist or one arm without anything. And I was thinking of magnetizing these two weapons. One's a drill, and then one's sort of like a storm bolter or a heavy machine gun of some kind. The idea that at some point I'll be getting at least another one, and this is intending these guys for Cosmica as a. So that's why I was not necessarily going to jump on the armed hand. I was thinking of doing the plain hands and then taking it, uh, maybe having something. I'm not sure if I'll glue something to his side or something, but he'll have something. The He is chunky. He's sort of like the old-fashioned swimsuit or something, which I think that's what it's supposed to be. It reminds me of that. There was a video game and there was like Big Daddy, I think was the guy's name, and sort of reminds me of that type of. So I might be painting him up with a off metallic and a brassy feel. It might be interesting to fill the portholes with resin so you can get the idea that there's something more. If I was really with it, wire him with a little LED light and have him LED light emanating from somewhere on him. But we're not quite at that. That's a little bit more time consuming than I care to take right now. But that's, if you have an idea, if I should magnetize, do both fist arms or the single unencumbered arm and magnetizing the two weapons, let me know in the comments below. I have some thoughts on it, and it's giving me some motivation to keep him in mind for doing another purchase of another one of these models. The They are being metal and they're sort of stiff, so I was thinking for the next one I might attempt to carve away and bend some of the arms a little bit, so it's not so stiff. I did manage to get these guys, all 9 of them, rimmed, and I have varnished them and rimmed them, and I think they came out nice, much nicer than I originally thought they were going to be. Very happy with those. Those are the Simians from Lucid Eye. The I have these guys, which I've not worked on, and I need to apply some armor to 4 of them. And I know the armor in World War One was a little bit sort of like just plates. I also still need to fill the gaps behind the backpacks so they don't look so glued on. And I haven't found, I really haven't searched, but a suitable picture that I liked for the back, to see if I needed to add another backpack down there or a hanging. Well, if they have their bayonet pulled, I have on the, this is the War Games Atlantic sprue, and they have bayonets on the sprue. I had to just go grab one to see if I'm going to prove it to you. But so they have 2 backpacks, but I think this is supposed to, one of them is supposed to go, well, they have the one for the front for the gas mask. This is a British sprue. And then they have the larger one, and then they have a smaller one. And they don't have to be obviously backpacks, but they also have a series of the bayonets. Now the bayonet is not in there, so I guess it would be suitable for me to attach those. And nice assortment of heads. So I decided on my veterans I would have their helmets be the camouflaged helmet. Of course, now that I have them there, and or sort of like a sack or something is covering it, so I'm thinking and that way I could keep them. Then I have my leader and the second, that I need to still work on the other 2. Then I'll work on my second warband for this other game. Really, this is a fun set. I'm not excited about a lot of things right now. But I gotta say that this is a fun set. I wish it had a few more options. Wish it had sabers or something other than the uh, really short club here. Although I do think that that's probably, I have seen some pictures where they show something like that. You have grenades and a clip, and so you can have multiple poses. It's a good looking, and on one of the ones, how I decided to do, this is a hand where if he was holding, he'd be holding it across his chest, and the weapon. So this is, I cut the hand and reattached it, and yes, you can see, but you're not going to be that close to him. And so that would be for his banner. That's for another project, for a playtest of a game I want to be working on. That's really it. Haven't bought anything. Oh, I did get this guy primed. Haven't really read anything. Been reading some rule sets, and I'll be doing a flip through of a rule set and getting a couple of those reviews up. It's going to take a little bit of time, but we'll see if I can do a playthrough. I have been working on a playthrough for Hidestone and Bone, which I am excited to do, and a couple of ideas for some scenery videos. So if you have something you would like to see, or inspiration around something, or you want to point something out, please let me know. And on this set that I showed, and I realized it was actually a smaller scale than I had bought for, I will be putting it up on eBay to sell. I have primed it. I did not fill so if you are remotely interested, it's 20 millimeter size. It's not quite 15. Reading anything? Not really. I haven't started anything new. As I said, I've been reading the rule books. Haven't finished anything. Watching anything. Still the same. Working on the blacklist. I've been doing some different channels on YouTube, so there might be some different things coming up, be inspiration from that. I've seen some stuff from Trench Crusade, which has me inspired. And listening, with the time of year, I have not been listening to too much. But that's it. Just a short one today. And thank you very much for watching. Thank you all those who subscribe, and hopefully you are getting something out of this. Have a great one. Happy hobby.